going live? All right.
Yes. Yes.
Turner. Okay. Apparently I didn't figure it out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Troubleshooting.
Happy
Technical
Zombie
difficulties.
Jesus Day, everyone.
Happy Zombie Jesus Day. And yes, before you at us, we know that that is not the correct
Oh my
term.
God. Like, how do you know you have nerdy friends without telling me you have nerdy friends?
Yeah. I said it to my brother yesterday, and he went, he was a lich. I went, I know that.
Oh
but it
my
doesn't,
God, I know. I'm like, oh,
it
God.
doesn't roll off the tongue. Lich Jesus just doesn't have the same zombie Jesus feel to it.
Well, no, because Lich Jesus sounds like Letcher Jesus, and that's a totally that makes that have all the little children come to me makes something completely different. And it's not good. No. We don't do that. We do not approve of that here.
Absolutely not. So yes, Zombie Jesus Day.
You know, because you correct yourself right after you say it. Yes, we know. We know.
Because every year
Zombie
when we didn't say
Jesus. You know what? It'll be Zombie Jesus.
Happy Zombie Jesus Day.
Happy Zombie Jesus Day. We know. Hello and welcome to Waking Up. I am Anna, and this is my co-host, Sean.
He's already in trouble. Hi.
He is already in trouble. Because
it does not take me long.
Apparently Sean's into his own feet. Because as much as he like shoves his foot in his mouth.
I was like, wait, what? Hold on. Is my camera pointed wrong? Hold on. That did happen one time. I joined a therapy session with on Zoom, and I forgot to shift my camera, so it was pointed downward for my Lego stream, and it just so happened like you could see my feet. I was like, that is not what I meant to do.
Of course you would do that during a therapy session.
Totally, yeah. I was just testing my therapist.
Hello here. Welcome to Waking Up, where we talk deconstruction, mental health, and all things in between. Yeah. So let us, happy Zombie Jesus Day. As you can tell.
To all who celebrate, in whatever way you celebrate.
That's how I feel about that. I believe in the Easter Bunny more than I believe in Jesus rising from the dead, but I'm not going to get into that one. This is our annual Easter episode. I
believe in marshmallow peeps more than 'tis the season.
Talking about mental health illnesses.
Whoa.
Anyway, okay, so let's do our disclaimer here. Here on Waking Up, we're not here to bash anybody's faith or religion. We think faith and religion are beautiful things when done in a mentally and emotionally healthy manner. Sean and I are not healthcare professionals. We are not certified or licensed in any way to give any type of mental health advice. Anything said on this podcast is for entertainment purpose only. It's our editorial purposes only. This is strictly our opinion, our experiences. This is not in replace, or please do not use any of the things that we say in lieu of true professional mental health therapy. And yeah, please always consult your therapist or mental health professional when wanting to try or anything, maybe something that we said you get curious about, please ask them. This is just what we know, what we've experienced is, and what our therapists say. A lot of time we're parroting
a lot of it, yes.
What our therapists say. But if you do need professional help, true mental health help, we do have information to help you get in touch with real mental health professionals. Just contact us on our Discord channel, and we will be glad to provide that information for you. Please just know that you do not have to suffer alone, and do not be afraid to reach out. Sean and I grew up in the late 90s, actually the 90s, early aughts, as Southern Baptist. We grew up as Southern Baptist in the Carolinas, Billy Graham territory. And for those of you who aren't aware, Southern Baptist is a evangelical conservative denomination of the Protestant Christian faith. And like we say every week, we didn't think that they could get more conservative or more political or any worse. And they prove us wrong. So there you go.
Hold
there.
my grape juice.
Hold my grape juice. Hold my body of Christ. It's fine.
Hold my body. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Do you know now they actually sell like the communion wafer, the round ones? They
I've
actually
heard they
sell
sell
them.
them.
It's
Yeah.
called Cheez-Its. Yes,
That is
they actually sell
fantastic.
them called Cheez-Its.
Kudos to whomever came up with that
Somebody
name.
found
Well
it in the
done.
wild at a gas station or something, and they like bought it, and I saw them trying it. It was like, yeah.
I love that. I mean, those things are disgusting, but sure. All right. I mean, if your trauma runs deep and you need some
They
body of
no, it was
Christ.
like ranch flavored. Like they
Oh,
saw it, it was
oh,
like
oh, in that
ranch
case.
flavored. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's I would have taken communion a lot more if they had given me ranch, like Cool Ranch flavored Jesus.
Okay, how long can you still? This is a random question, but can you still, when you drink grape juice, do you often think of church?
If it's straight, yeah, if it's completely grape juice as opposed to like a mix or something, yes, that's still, yeah. There's still a moment like, growing up, grape juice was a luxury. We
Yeah.
didn't drink grape juice except in church, and every once in a while they would break open the concentrate container.
Grape juice is good though.
It is amazing.
It is
so
good,
good.
but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I think it's good because I'm conditioned to think it's good. You know, I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
you
I'm not-
find yourself asking for forgiveness when you drink it.
Pre-Good Friday, he's a necromancer. Easter is the celebration of his final transmogrification ritual anniversary in which he became a lich.
There we go.
Frosted Jesus body crunch stays crunchy and sacrilege.
God, that is fantastic.
Oh, you know what? I would buy some Cheez-Its at a gas station if if it resurrected the 1990s prices of gas. You remember?
That's true.
99 cent a gallon. Do you remember those days?
I see now. I want to go to church with a handful of them, and like as I take communion, just drop a couple of them in the plate.
Just eat those, slowly making eye contact with the head deacon.
I'm just gonna grab a handful of them. I need some for the road. I need the body of Christ for the road.
I asked Jay to anyway. Okay, we're off topic because this topic is actually quite uncomfortable for both Sean and I.
What? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
I like the original title. It kind of sounds like a Harry Potter movie.
The Stone and the Ascension.
Yes, it doesn't sound like a Harry Potter movie. Yeah.
So this is actually a combination of two topics that are pretty much the same topic, just from different sides of the coin. And it's one rolling away the stone. When your healing exposes you and you feel vulnerable, and what do you do when you're you're vulnerable and you're actually all of the things that have come down. And then the second topic was the ascension anxiety, which is what to do when things are going good and you're healed, and now like you don't know what to do. Like what do you do without the trauma? Like, what do you do? Like the anxiety of you let your walls down, everything, you're vulnerable, things are going good in that. And then all of a sudden you're like,
when there's nothing holding you back and if there's nothing holding you back, what do you do with that? Do you take advantage of it and go, all right, I'm going to do all these things? Or do you just kind of sit there going, I don't know what to do.
I'll read it to you. Two Easter metaphors, one wound. The stone rolling away is the moment your defenses come down. Suddenly you're exposed and vulnerable in a way you didn't choose. But there's a second terror nobody warns you about. What happens when healing actually starts working? When the tomb is empty and you realize you don't know who you are without the wound. That's ascension anxiety, and it might be scarier than the trauma itself.
Yeah. I think the trauma itself,
we're pulling out the big guns for our annual.
Yeah, we took it light last week, so we're doubling down this week.
Fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will do our best to provide trigger warnings.
No, this is your trigger warning.
That's true. You're
Congratulations.
right. We add the trigger warning to the. So, oh
Uh,
God.
yeah, okay. All right.
I, when Jesus was in the tomb on Sunday morning, when the stone rolled away, do you think he was like leaning against the wall, going, "All right, can we get on with this?" Or do you think like he was asleep and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh my God, what just happened?" Like the sun coming in. Was he ready for it? Was he not?
He was not in the tomb when the tomb door rolled away.
How do you know he just disappeared when it rolled away?
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
What?
But,
Okay,
huh?
I love how
Okay,
you're
moving on.
avoiding this. I love how
I
you're
am
just like,
totally
let's
not
ask me
avoiding
this
this.
random question so that we can avoid talking about it. You're packing a bazooka. I mean, it's fine. We're fine. It's fine. We're great.
Totally fine. So this is Easter episode, just not in the traditional sense.
We always do that. This is our annual
Hmm.
zombie day. I'm just gonna
It's
call it zombie day. It's just
zombie
like
day.
this is zombie
There
day.
we go. Hmm.
It's zombie day episode. Um So okay, so what we're talking about today is like, yeah, it's what happens like when everything that you've built up inside of you, that protection, that layer, that all of those bad coping mechanisms, just protective layers of intellectualizing your emotions
Yeah,
and
that's totally a thing that I've done. Yes.
you know
Hmm.
putting all your hurt feelings and perfectionism like aside so that you don't
When the thing that separates you from having to deal with everything else, when all of a sudden that
yes
thing just goes doo, 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 and it's not, and then you're like, oh my God, and then the sun streams in, and you're like, I can't do this.
yes and
Uh,
then what happens when like you finally step into the light and you're open, you're vulnerable, you're exposed, and you're like,
no, I'm not okay with this.
fuck, what do I do now? Like, this is
Yeah,
healthy. What do I do with healthy? I don't
no,
know what to do with healthy. Like, you're standing there like,
this feels wrong. This feels off. I vote to go back inside.
all
Yeah.
right, let's start with segment one. Let's go.
Do we have to?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. You know, Sean,
Uh,
you start us off. That's fine.
okay. Yeah. So, what are some things that rolls the stone away? What's some things that rolled my stone away? Um, little moments in therapy where the therapist just makes a little one little comment. Have you thought about it this way?
Oh, fuck that shit.
This is also I think of this also as like the glass shattering moment. The stone rolls away, the glass shatters, and you're like, oh, now I'm standing in the light, and this is
Well,
uncomfortable.
I don't think it's like, yeah, but I think
Well,
there's also a part of this that's also, yes, you have the glass shattering
mhm.
moment and you're doing like, have you thought about this or are you doing this? But it's also there's that point where you remove that armor,
Mhm.
you bring down that wall, even if it's just with one person, like you slowly like you expose your vulnerability, like
Oh, that's a scary moment. Oh my God, I feel like want to run away. That is a because I don't like being vulnerable. I struggle with being vulnerable with people. So when that kind of rolls away, when that starts to move a
yeah.
little bit, the fear takes over and is like, no, I don't want to do this. No, they're not gonna like what they see. They're gonna run away. Oh, this is gonna
And
go
I don't trust
badly.
myself. No, no,
I
no,
don't. Yeah.
no, 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 no. See,
Hmm.
if I'm behind the wall,
Yes.
if I'm not vulnerable, it's fine. Because
Hmm.
then I'm safe, and not only that, they're safe from me.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about
Yes.
that either. How like because we always talk about how we keep ourselves safe, but how often, Sean, how often
Hmm.
do you put your guard up and you're like, I'm putting my guard up so I don't hurt them.
I've thought about it in terms of like they don't need this in their life. They don't need all of the stuff that I am. They don't need. to deal. I don't want them to have to deal with that. Like
See, and that's
I'm
the
a lot.
difference between a golden child and a scapegoat right
Hmm.
there, because you're like, I don't want to put this burden on them. And I'm over here going, no, I'm going to put this up because I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to be
Hmm.
the problem. I don't want to be the one that, like, all this stuff. And that's the
Yeah.
same thing,
Yeah.
different thought process. But
It tracks considering the golden child and the scapegoat. So that's yeah. We both do the same thing. We both do not want to roll that stone away. We both do not want to open that up, and just for different reasons, because of different outcomes. But it's still scary. Oh my god.
yeah. Okay, and like, so this one, it's like you go to therapy and somebody actually names your pattern and now you can't unsee it. What's a pattern that your therapist has pointed out that you can't
Um.
fucking unsee?
Who. Um. The. All of them.
Well, that's called
Yeah.
self-awareness.
Um, there was one specific one. Maybe this is maybe too finite. I don't know. But there was one specific one where that was brought up, and then it kind of started to shift a lot of stuff. And that was when I was talking about when I was after I was divorced and talking about the marriage. Um, and he pointed out that maybe I was the problem. Maybe the things that she did were more because of the way I was treating her, and I'm like, whoa, wait, hold on. And then I started that. Of course, I didn't believe it at first, but then that started to go, oh god. And then I start as I remembered things happening, the patterns that I had, I started going, oh yeah, oh I can see that now. Oh, this feels. I did that. I behaved like that. Like I started to the whole because I was so focused on my pattern was everything was her fault, and all of a sudden I realized, well, no, a lot of it was mine. Like, oh, that felt so uncomfortable, and yeah, and I couldn't see that once I started down that. I'm like,
But you have to be careful with that. I mean, yes, you need to take accountability.
I can't
I a
flip
hundred,
it.
yes, you can't flip it, and it's
It's all
so
my fault.
easy to do that.
Yeah, it is.
Um, and I'm just as guilty, so I'm not
Mhm.
saying that. It's just that's a battle that I have to fight mentally and
Yes, it is.
emotionally. Is like, oh, it's all my fault. Like, and
Mhm.
then going from it's all my fault, because it's not all black and white, and
Mm-mm.
it's
It
not
never
all.
is.
And honestly, in a relationship of any kind, two people, it takes two people. And
Mhm.
okay, maybe there are some things that there are absolutely situations where one person is 100% at fault. Like there are
Mhm.
situations like that, but because we're not saying that, but
Mhm.
in our
There's often,
situation, in
yeah,
our
in our situation.
situations,
Yeah, there
there's
you go.
absolutely a balance of accountability.
Yeah.
um yeah.
That was one. That's just the first pattern that comes to mind is the behavior, what I acted like in the marriage and stuff. I was like, oof. So, what about you? What was the pattern?
um oh, the one is that and I'm still working on it.
Oh,
Um
well, sure.
the pattern that is that I can't unsee is is my
It's tough, isn't it?
it is tough. It is tough.
Hmm.
Is instantly hearing a negative thought in my head.
Hmm.
Anytime and I'll explain that is one of those anytime I say something good about myself,
Hmm.
anytime I say something good, me, or even when somebody compliments me, but like even when I say something good about myself, I'm proud of something I've done.
Hmm.
I say something complimentary about myself, like, about how like I think I'm great or whatever. I instantly hit the no
Nope.
the except and then I start pointing out all the things that
Yes.
I do wrong
Hmm.
or that
Hmm.
isn't good. just to make sure that I stay like,
Not proud, not prideful.
I don't know. I don't even know what it says.
Yeah.
Stay humble, stay real,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't
Mm-hmm.
real. It's like I'm allowed to be the and the other thing is and I was actually pointing this out to another friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
When I get comfortable with someone, I get comfortable with somebody and like I feel at ease with them, and so I start like talking to them a lot or start texting them a lot, and then
Mm-hmm.
I instantly go, shit, I'm being needy, and I'm going, I'll stop bothering you now. I'm good. Like, I'm sorry. And
Mm-hmm.
then like not text them or talk to them for like days so that like I
You
don't
don't want to come off.
I don't want to
You
come
think
off
you're coming off a
chatty
certain
or
way.
clingy or like,
Yes.
yeah. I
Yes. Yeah.
When the reality is I am letting my guard down and I'm feeling comfortable with them, so I want to share things, and I'm a chatty person. I'm a talker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like that. But
Yeah. Yeah. And it's hard not to do that. It's hard not to like pick up the phone and or do the opposite and like, yeah. Oh, it
I want to share
becomes
with you. I want
consuming.
to share. Look at this
Yeah.
thing. I just saw, like I would like if I feel myself getting close with somebody, like as
Mm-hmm.
a friend, like or and I wanted to, and then I go, I'm coming off as the crazy one. Like I can't
Is
do
there
that.
is there any evidence that they think anything of that, like anything
Mm,
like that, or is this
No,
is simply
no,
the yeah?
yeah.
It's your brain immediately going, oh no, oh stop, danger, Will Robinson.
You're coming off as clingy and needy.
Mm-hmm. Oh
No, I'm just coming off
yeah.
as myself, realize and like having to understand, and now I can't unsee it. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
but I still do
Yeah.
it. I still do it. Don't get me wrong. I still do
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah.
I just can't unsee it.
Oh, one of mine was oh God, yeah.
Sean's feeling a little triggered now.
You know,
You're
yeah,
good. You're good.
you know when they really hit when I'm like, oh, okay,
And when we have like more like fucking shit. Ah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That every relationship hangs on every moment. A relationship hangs on every moment. Every moment is critical.
But that's trauma. That's trauma based
Yeah.
because
There are a lot of times where that did.
right, if we didn't,
But
if it wasn't,
yeah.
it was gonna get thrown back in our face.
Yes.
So the
Mhm.
one time we didn't let it, like we thought, oh, it's not that big a deal. It ended up like we're like, what
Yes.
the fuck? It ended up hitting us out of nowhere.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I get that. Yeah,
It's
so
trauma based, but it's still a pattern. It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's still very much a pattern. I've had that every. I say something, I do something, and like the reaction, the response is a little different.
Pull up.
But yeah, yes. And I'm like, and so immediately I'm like, oh God, they hate me. They think I'm stupid. Like this is over. They're not going to want to ever talk to me. And especially if there's a gap between the next communication after that happens, my brain goes into, oh God, they don't want to be friends with me.
What did I
They're
do?
ignoring me.
What did I do? What did I
Yeah.
do? What did I do? Then you start, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's that pattern. When that one hit me, I'm like, oh God. And then I started realizing how often I do that.
Mine
'Cause
mine is also
Mhm.
apologizing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't realize how often I was apologizing
Mhm.
about just existing,
Mhm.
just doing whatever. I apologized. I literally said,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sean's like, yes, I know. Yes. Yeah, I know. Like,
It happened recently. And I'm like,
when?
it was after a conversation about a week ago. It was about a week ago. Yeah, like I think we were on a call, and then we ended, and a few minutes later, you apologized.
Oh, yeah.
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 And I was like, you have nothing to be. The amount of times
Because I always felt like I needed to apologize for
you
being
need to
human.
explain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
apologizing for being sad, apologizing for using
Having
my resource,
emotions and
having
being
my emotion,
yeah.
or leaning on my support people.
Yeah, exactly. We're here.
We
We want you to, and you're still apologizing for it because that's just how you've. That's the condition.
right.
You felt you had to.
But I didn't realize
Hmm.
that how often I was doing. I mean, I still like obviously I still do it, but like
Hmm.
I didn't realize how often I was doing it until somebody goes, I think it was you or somebody from BSBN or
Probably a couple
something.
people.
Yeah, they're like, "Why are you fucking apologizing all the time?
Hmm.
Why?" And I'm like, "Oh, sorry. No, I mean,"
No, I didn't even
and then
apologize for
then like it
apologizing.
just
Hmm.
I started catching myself.
Hmm.
I'm like, "Why?" Like I still haven't sort of dug into why. I just sort of stopped. I think because of my therapy, it's just one of those things is because my mental health state is in a different place, I don't apologize as much anymore.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the things that it sticks out, and it's like, oh my god, I do that. I do that all the time. I do that so much. But it's sometimes it's like I kind of wish I didn't know because then it wouldn't bother me.
Okay, this line right here. Sometimes it's even a good thing that
No.
removes your armor, and that's the most disorienting kind.
Mm,
I'm
mm-mm,
out. I'm out.
mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah.
I
Mm-mm.
honestly think that's the worst.
Yeah. You want me to do what? You want me to make myself vulnerable, like
I
so they can hurt me?
Like when somebody good is in your life, they make you feel good, they make you feel
Mm-hmm.
safe, and then all of a sudden you let your guard down without you even realizing you're letting your guard down. Like you let
Yeah.
your guard down with them, and then all of a sudden you're like,
Um.
how did I end up here?
When did this happen?
This is not cool. No, no,
don't
no. Wait, wait,
don't
wait,
call
wait,
it.
wait. Hold on. No, 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 no. We're gonna wait, what happened?
I don't remember doing this. How did how did you how did you make that happen? Why did you do that? Why did you do that to me?
I don't even ask why. I'm just like, retreat, retreat, retreat. Now's
Stumbling
the time
over.
to self-sabotage because
Oh, the self sabotage. Yeah.
we're pushing the stone back. Let's go. Just
Yeah.
put it
And
back,
I was
put it
like,
back,
I'm gonna be
put it
over
back.
there, like way back there.
Don't you feel like it's like you're rolling away the stone? And like,
Mhm.
all of a sudden it's like it feels like you're now stuck, like you're exposed and like it's there and you're like, no, put it back. And you're like
Yeah,
trying to
like I'm
stuff it
trying
back
to
in and roll it in at the same
yes.
time. It's like,
There's a sliver of shadow and I'm trying to hide myself in that little sliver of shadow.
oh my God.
Yay, trauma.
So yes, like, but the wall wasn't just keeping people
Mm-mm.
out. It was keeping you together.
It was keeping an identity. It was keeping a focus. Um they were there and they were and this the thinking about it now, the kind of scary or difficult part about it is it wasn't just like think about the armor. It
Mhm.
wasn't this wasn't armor like we just found some armor on the ground and we put it on. Like maybe we did at the beginning, but over years of wearing that armor, I had crafted, finally honed that armor. I had that that wall that protection was well developed, I would say.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because like I said, you weren't just a like it was keeping you together. It was
Mhm.
protecting yourself. Like and then you let all of those defenses down. You start healing. You roll away the stone. You're exposed, you're all of these things. And then all of a sudden, you're not just vulnerable with somebody else. You're vulnerable with yourself.
Mm.
Like you're
Mhm.
you're then now having to sit in and feel these feelings whether it be good or bad, like, and these things, these uncomfortable feelings, and good feelings can be uncomfortable too. Let's not get this twisted. Like, Sean and I are prime examples of that. Anything that feels good is often immediately bad in our book.
Or will soon be followed by bad.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like that's our red flag. Whenever we
Hmm.
feel good, that's a red flag that something is going to happen.
Yes.
Yes, we're aware that's our trauma response. Yes, we're working on it. No, we haven't figured it out yet.
Allowing
But
yourselves to be happy. Yeah, that's what we're working on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. No. What? Um, but like that's that part for me, and I know we've talked about this in the past few weeks, and is that where I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself to feel good. I don't trust myself in being vulnerable. I don't
Mhm.
trust myself, and so I then pull back because I don't trust that. Because I don't know how to trust myself in a position of health, coming from a position of healthiness. So I
Mm.
instantly in
Mhm.
my head go, I am have all, because I am the black sheep, I am the scapegoat. So I instantly in my head go, I'm going to fuck this up. If I am not hyper aware, if I am not
Mhm.
protecting myself, because I am protecting myself so that I can protect the people, other people, because I am eventually going to fuck this up.
Mhm.
And that's what vulnerability means to me is like, I feel safe, I feel good. And then I'm just like, what am I? And then my brain instantly goes to not that the other person is going to hurt me, but it like instantly going to, what am I going to do to fuck this up?
Yeah. My, mine when I start being vulnerable, I find myself like just kind of dipping my toe into it because I'm waiting for the person to go, nope, I'm out. And so I'm like, I will be vaguely like kind of just touching on the surface of something, just waiting for them to go, okay, yep, no, I'm done. I'm backing out. I don't want to do that.
But that's not how vulnerability
I
works,
I
though. I mean,
realize
I
that.
know
Yeah.
you know that, but it's just like,
But
that's the tough part. It's
yeah.
just is because a lot of times, for
Mhm.
me, I'm doing it to protect this other person. Because yes, I don't want them to run away. I don't want to,
Mhm.
but I'm like over here craving to be close to them.
Yes. Oh, yes, that is the trap we both have. I want to be close. I want to be close to people, but I don't want to be vulnerable with them. I don't want to be. Don't let them. I want to feel that closeness, but I don't want to do the work that is required to make that happen.
And here's the other shitty part, the part that like Rose is like, okay, I've got to be completely healed. I've got to be
Hmm.
completely healed. I've got to be able to 100. But see, the problem is, and you and I have talked about this, the problem is that's not how it works.
Mm-mm.
If you want somebody to love you and care about you and be your friend and be your partner or be whatever, or just be somebody that is your support system or whatever,
Hmm.
you gotta trust them to love you at your worst.
Yeah, yeah. That's very hard. You're like, because I want them to. Can they just love me at my best? But then they're not loving me. They're just loving a part of me.
And that is how we got into this cycle of putting people in our lives that only
Hmm.
loved us when we were at our best, so that
Hmm.
when we finally felt vulnerable and safe and let our guard down with them, they then like, well, why are you falling apart? And why are you this? And I can't handle that right now. And all of these things. Whereas especially when we're healing, and this is
Hmm.
just pulling it around, especially when we're healing and
Hmm.
we're going through therapy and we're becoming more self-aware and we are actually bringing and accepting people in our lives that are mentally healthy, that aren't walking red flags, and that
Hmm.
actually are good people and that genuinely care about us and our well-being, et cetera, and so forth. We're presented with this good person and you don't know what to do with the good person
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And
because Okay, so we rolled the stone away. So all of that stuff is like, okay, we have opened up ourselves, open vulnerability, and you're standing there and you're going, I don't know what to do.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And you sort of want to step out of the tomb. You sort of want to step outside and go, look, it's the
I'm
light.
out.
I'm out.
Yes.
But you don't.
But
You're standing there just staring at the door going,
but also a part of me wants to just start taking a couple steps backwards and go, okay, no, we'll do this later. We'll just you know what, this it's later. Sometime in the future.
you don't want to be a burden to them.
Yes.
And I'm over here going, I am going to end up fucking that person up. No, I'm going to stay in here for your own good.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, I'm doing this for you.
I know
That's
we're not gonna move forward. We're not gonna get any closer to each other. We're not. But I think you're a great person.
yeah,
But I'm gonna stay right here for your own good,
for your own good.
which is horseshit and manipulation.
is,
Let's
yes.
be 100% honest. That is horseshit and manipulation because you're not allowing that person to make the choice for themselves.
That is correct. Yes, that is so very correct. And we don't know. We're treating them the way we've always been treated.
Yes.
We're treating them, expecting them to respond in the same way that people have responded to us in the past, and that's not fair to them at all. So it's so hard when you've been hurt so many times, because it's not, this stuff doesn't just, these walls don't just happen just because. They happen because we had to protect ourselves at some point. But now it's so hard to allow myself to be that, knowing all that stuff in the past. When my nervous system is going, oh, this is going to go bad. They're just going to hurt you. They're going to, they're going to leave you because they don't want to deal with this. And to give that person the chance is scary. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're in it. Number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just, this Band-Aid, just kind of,
Okay. Before we talk about what happens after the stone rolls away, we have to honor what the tomb was doing for you. This is the part nobody says out loud. The wound was useful.
Yes. It's not hard to step out of the tomb, because the tomb, we liked that space. It was a familiar space. It was a protected space.
It was your identity. Is it my personality or is it my trauma?
my
It's our
trauma.
favorite game.
Yeah.
I really feel like we need to make sure of that. Is it my personality? Is it your personality or is it your trauma? Like,
exactly, because that comes up so much, because it's real. It's what life is like. This is
right.
And a lot of times it's both. It is what it is.
Okay, so what it provided, this whole protection. It says tomb because we're going with the Easter theme, but this is a lot,
Yeah.
is like the walls that you build up, all of the protection, the armor, whatever you want to call it, same thing. So here's this list of things that being in that protective space, and we'll call it that protective space, provided for you. A reason that everything went wrong. An identity, protection from expectations, community, especially in religious trauma spaces, and a story that made sense of the chaos. And it basically, all of those things boil down to is that protection, that tomb, that wound gave you a reason.
Yes.
It gave you a reason. It gave you something to point to
hold on to point to,
right.
to explain, to make sense of all of the chaos,
exactly,
and the trauma. It was the thing that we clung to. It was that safety, because if we didn't have that, it just doesn't make any sense, and we need it to make sense in order to survive. Our brain said, I got to make sense of something,
right? Especially when you're a kid, especially when some of your traumas start when you're little.
Why would my caregivers do this to me? Why would the people that are supposed to love me treat
Why
me
am I
this way?
hurting this much? Like, I know that there are times in my childhood I hurt more than I ever did as an adult, and I shouldn't. And as a parent, I would I would do some really bad things for any person who ever made my child feel the way that I felt.
Mm-hmm.
And that as a child, your brain's still developing. Again, we've talked about this too. You were told to go in your room and figure it out. And once you figured it out, then you can come back out. Like, yeah. You just
It became the identity. It became who we are. It became what we, and we're not responsible for what people did to us, but we're responsible for how we handle it, how we working through it, healing through it. And so this is one I'm so very guilty of hanging on to something and saying, well, I'm just this way because I acted this way because I did this. It's not my fault. Golden child, it's not my fault because because
there
this
are
is
some
how
things
I
that
am.
you say that actually trigger me because of, you
'Cause-
know, my
Yes.
end of the coin, my side of the coin. Like you say this, it's like, it's not my fault because, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
I literally,
Yeah.
like, I have a nervous system response to that. And I have to go,
That's the fun of our dynamic, is that we
we love to trigger each other. It's great. Just
I
by
would say we
existing.
love to, but
It's
it does.
existing. It's
It
fine.
does. There's a lot. Yeah, we have a lot of that. So
Yeah, but the reality is that the walls, the armor, the protective space that we have, it exists for a reason. And it wasn't that it is bad. It's not that we're criticizing anybody being in that space or holding that space, that protective space for themselves. It's just, it's survival. It was survival. Over time, it's human nature, both mentally and physically. You're going to do what you have to do to survive. And there's no criticism. There's no like, oh, like you shouldn't do that. Well, there's a reason you do that. But there is also has to come a time, especially when you're healing.
fine.
Again, you're getting all the thumbs up today. Yeah, because that's like there's I don't. This is hard and awkward as fuck. But there comes a time in your healing where you do have to stop using it as an excuse. That it no longer serves you. It's no longer a safe space because it stops being a safe space and it becomes a cage. It becomes the thing that is keeping you from. And then that, when you have to make that choice, because it is a choice. I mean, you don't have to do anything. And that's okay. Nobody is saying you have to keep it. Some people get to a certain point and they go, I am not capable of going any further. And that's their choice. And that is fine. No one's judging you on that. Some people are okay in their caves and that's where they want to stay. And that is their choice. If that's what they feel is good for them.
It isn't easy. And some people are not up for it. I wasn't up for it for a while. It's still difficult.
Okay. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Because sometimes person's just not up for it. Sometimes they're not up for it at a time. Everybody's at their own pace and they're working through that. And there's a lot of the thing that I got caught up on was like, I felt like, oh my God, there's so much wrong with me. And so it was discouraging and disheartening. And so everyone has a pace and a time, and we're at where we're at, and that's okay.
Yeah. And it honestly, it's hard. Like we said, and Sean said just now, it's hard. And I've said repeatedly, it's fucking painful. Depending on your level of where you are in your trauma or whatever, unearthing some of that stuff can be re-traumatizing. Reliving those moments sometimes don't help you. And that's why I say it's okay to sometimes stay in your protective space, because we don't want you to like, well, I have to face my trauma. Okay, yes and no. Obviously, do it with a healthcare professional. Obviously,
Hmm.
do it in the safety and the watchful eye of somebody who's licensed and all of that stuff. Never, you will never hear us say, go at this journey alone,
Yeah.
ever. Um, but we understand. I personally, I can't say Sean.
Hmm.
I will rephrase that. I personally understand that it's almost more painful having to face the trauma, to
Hmm.
roll that stone away, to rip that band-aid off, to get out, to let that wall down, because not only are you reliving it, but now you're reliving it in a way of you understand that that was not right, that's not fair, and that there's a lot of things that shouldn't have happened to you that did happen to you that you are now having to fix. So there's
Hmm.
a whole level of that, and there are people who honestly, it is not safe it is not safe for them to maybe face that trauma. Maybe maybe they have to do the things that like around it, but they just accept. It's like you break a finger, okay?
Hmm.
And maybe you break a finger and your doctor looks at it and goes, "Okay, well, we can straighten it for you,
Hmm.
but it will require us to re-break it and all this stuff, but your finger still works."
Hmm.
I mean, it may not be straight or whatever, but my fingers still work. I can still use them. Is that something I really need to fix? Nah, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Or
Hi,
sometimes,
Anya. I just hit my
hey,
mic.
Kavina. Or
Sorry.
sometimes for me, it's, do we need to fix that right now?
Yeah.
Because I gone into therapy sessions, like as I said, kind of overwhelmed, like, oh my god, I have all these things that are broken and I need to fix this and I need to do this and I need to, and he's like, whoa, slow down. You don't necessarily, that's not, you don't fix everything right away.
Right.
We don't have to fix that. Like, is that thing causing you or other people immense pain, suffering? Is it okay? We'll work on that, but let's take some time. And I'm like trying to rush it, and so
Oh, see the last part of the segment.
yeah, that one, the one you're, yeah, it does. It has a real cost.
But there there is a cost. There is a
Hmm.
cost to the tomb. There's a cost to the wall. There is a cost to that. There's a cost to anything. There
Hmm.
really is. You have to, is it worth the cost? Sometimes it is. Return on investment. Is there a
There
return?
you
But
go.
there is an ROI. Yeah, like we're
Yes.
using all the terms today. But is there a true cost? And there is. Because if you stay in behind this wall, behind this armor,
Hmm.
behind this thing, you you have to understand is that there are people out there who you won't get close to.
Hmm.
There are can't handle that distance. And that's not on you.
Hmm.
That is absolutely on them. But there's still an understanding is that if you don't let them get close to you, and then that person's like, "Well, I need that closeness," then it's going to cost you that.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
Sean and I brought this up earlier. We are constantly feeling that we want to be close to somebody. We crave that intimacy, and
Hmm.
intimacy not sexually. We
Yeah.
crave somebody that we can be vulnerable with and be
Hmm.
feel safe with, and we crave that.
Hmm.
But you can't have that unless you let somebody in.
Yeah. It's kind of the
There's honestly,
mm,
there is no
there's
getting
not.
around it.
Yeah. You can't feel that unless you're willing to do that work, unless you're willing to do that, because it doesn't happen. You don't get that. Because anything that even anything that might resemble it is just surface level and is not real.
Right.
So And
I wouldn't
yeah,
say it's not real. Okay, I don't like saying that. It
okay,
is
yeah,
surface level.
superficial,
It is
yeah,
superficial and
it is,
it is
yeah,
real. I really feel like
but
there are levels of people in
mhm,
your life and those levels are okay. There
yeah,
are friends that I have that I'm not super close with, but I have a good time with when I'm with them. But I'm not going to over here and share my entire heart's
yeah,
like bleeding over here. But they're the people that I call because I want to hang out and have a good
yeah.
time.
So yeah, it's not real because it's real at whatever level it's real. What I mean is the closest that I'm craving doesn't occur unless it goes beyond the surface. That's what I meant. Yeah. So you have to do that work. You can keep it surface level, and there's some friends that is all they can handle is surface
Hmm.
level, and there's some friends that's all you want to give them is surface level, even if they want more, because that's how. But there are other friends where you're like, I want to be closer. There's it only happens.
Calvino. I want to
We
be
want
close to you, but like logistically, I mean, we can logistically
we
make it
can
happen.
we can make it happen logistically and we can do all of
We
that. We
can
can
make
make
it. We
all that
can bring
happen.
you. We can bring you here.
Mhm. We have the technology.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, and this one is the one that sucks. The major cost is the version of yourself that exists on the other side.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And that's a hard one. It's I want to be that person. And I think okay, Jay and Arm and Mark Band.
I
Don't joke.
mean,
We
yeah.
we have resources.
If someone grabs you off the no.
Um I think that's the hard part for me. Is
Mhm.
I want I want a certain type of relationship. I want to be a certain type of person.
Mhm.
I want to be a certain type of mom. I want to be a certain type of like friend. I want to be a certain type of just person in general. But to do that, I have to do the hard things. Like I want to be a certain type of partner with
Mhm.
somebody. But to do that, that requires me having to be vulnerable, to let my guard down, to be transparent emotionally and mentally, having to do the things that are like feel damn near impossible for me.
Mhm.
Like, listen, mm-mm.
Do
I
the things that have hurt me in the past that other people
yes,
have used to hurt me. That's the scary part. Is like my nervous system. I remember the things that people did to me when
yeah.
and I've got to do that all over again. Oh my god. I don't That's so hard to bring myself to that point where I'm like I'm going to do that. I'm going to trust, I'm going to risk, I'm put myself out there.
Tay- Jay and Covina are just having their own little love
They
session over
are.
there in the chat. But I mean, that's the thing. That is the thing. Is having to go, having the willingness to go, okay, I want to be this person. All right, let me give you an
Mhm.
example. Let me give you an
Mhm.
example, which is okay. I don't even know if I can look at the camera while I'm saying this. So,
It's
okay.
okay. Take your time.
I want to be able to freely express how I feel, the good feelings,
Mhm.
without fear of being rejected and shamed. I want to be willing to go, I really care about you. I think you're amazing.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
enjoy being around you. You make my day. I like your smile. Like, I want to be able to say those things to people
Mhm.
without the fear of rejection because I got conditioned that if I said those things, it would either be invalidated or brushed
Mhm.
aside.
Mhm.
So I stopped doing those things. I felt like, oh, well, I'm bothering them, or oh, like I'm being needy, or like, and then for a while, and for a while, I said those things hoping that somebody would say them back to me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
and never getting them back. And so then the disappointment and all of the things, and it's my, so I just don't. I don't, because I
Mm-hmm.
would rather not come off as needy, not come
Mm-hmm.
off as annoying. I would rather not say those things. I could feel them, and I still feel them, and I still think them, but I would rather not say them. So that
Mm-hmm.
way, at least I know that even if I don't say them, that person doesn't have the opportunity to reject it.
Oh, that's such a big one. That last thing that you said, especially, if I don't do it, they can't reject me. If I don't put myself out there, if I don't offer, if I don't do the thing, the healthy thing,
Which is being transparent about how I feel, which is being transparent about what I want, which is being transparent about all of these things.
they can't reject
They
me.
can't reject me.
And I would rather deal with not having, because I feel the same way about a lot of stuff. I would rather sit here and not have whatever it is than to deal with the rejection. The thinking, the anxiety that comes, for me, the anxiety that wells up thinking about that rejection. I will spend more time thinking about the rejection that might happen than the positive things that could also happen just as likely.
I'm triggered. I can feel the heat in my face right
Yeah.
now. It's fine. Let's
Well,
go.
thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna put the smile on my face and just pray it
Uh,
goes away.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's Easter, right? We all get three wishes. It's like a genie in a lamp.
That's
Like we all
exactly.
get three
Yeah,
wishes.
if you rub Jesus, you get 3 wishes.
We get
Wait,
something.
that
Jesus is coming.
should have known that was gonna happen.
You're welcome.
Hey, and if you're lucky, it's twice.
Because he comes again. If there was any question about whether we're going to hell, no, it's right here. There's
Right there.
right
Mhm.
there,
Yeah,
right
that's
right
it.
here it is.
Mhm.
Clip that shit.
Yeah, no, sorry, don't clip that. Don't clip that.
You know what? Yeah, I don't care. What are they gonna do?
Usually when
Are
I
the
say don't clip
Christians
that,
gonna get mad at me?
someone like
The
Calvino
Christians are
is
gonna get
right.
mad at me?
Come on, Jesus, at me. Come on,
Come on, Sky Daddy. What you
Sky
got?
Daddy. Yeah, give it to me, Sky Daddy.
I'll break out my list. Oh, no, wait.
Oh,
It's fine.
yeah. So,
Okay, you get to go next.
yay. Okay. So number 3.
Can't wait.
So
Read the title.
ascension. We're talking about ascension anxiety. When healing works and it terrifies you. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yay! So nobody talks about this part. We talk about the things that other people don't talk about, that you typically don't hear about.
I mean, it's fine. Every now and then we like to remind you.
Yeah, it's just a good reminder.
I feel like
We're
the
just-
existence
we're
of this
catching up on it.
podcast, the existence of this podcast is just reason.
The fact that we've been doing this for like 5 years.
Yeah. What?
Sorry, I should have said that out
Thanks.
loud.
Thanks. It's cool.
The resurrection happens. The ascension, the healing happens or is happening, and then what? We're supposed to be better, and we are, and somehow that is the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to us. Healing is hard, and healing can also be terrifying. What?
I love how
Ooh.
he's reading this. He's like,
Yeah.
there's no interjection from Sean.
Yeah. This is that. I'm doing what I can just to go through it.
Okay, basically what this section is it's the same thing. It's like now we've let our guard down. Now we have done the healthy thing. We have done this thing. And now we're starting to heal. We're in the throes of healing. I say healing because it's an active participation. I
Yes.
don't know if we'll ever be completely healed. That we have said this before, but
Hmm.
um, we start doing the work, and the healthy thing starts being normal. Which I know, Sean's so
It
like
does.
Sean's just working on some things.
Yeah.
I
There's notes in here about directed at me, so I saw those.
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, no,
about.
not at all.
No. Um, but I mean, for me, I know it's very much like that. And you you start having more good days than bad days. You
Mm.
start feeling your feelings in a healthy way. Like you get angry, but you don't spiral. Okay, I'm going to explain it in from my perspective.
Mhm.
What I have noticed about myself. I get angry at somebody or something, and I don't spiral. I get
Mhm.
sad, or somebody something happens that I wasn't expecting. I don't take it personally. I sit here and go, okay, I feel sad. Here's the reasons I feel sad. Yeah, this is going to suck for a little bit, but it doesn't feel like it's never ending.
Mhm.
Nothing, I think the biggest thing for me is the things that I am feeling, even the bad things, don't feel like they're never going to end. They
They don't.
actually, I
Mhm.
understand. I'm feeling bad right now. It will eventually be okay.
They don't feel catastrophic.
No.
Yeah.
And it's very unsettling. And then when I'm having these good days and I'm having these healthy things about and then all of a sudden I'm like, and some days you don't even notice it. You don't notice it until one day somebody points it out to you. And you're like, oh yeah.
Hmm.
Like, yeah.
My therapist likes to remind me that I am healing because I don't remind myself. He will.
Shh, mine does it too. She does it all the time. She
Mine
even
will.
said in my last session, I am very proud of you because 2 years ago you wouldn't have done that.
That is the most uncomfortable thing for your therapist to tell you that they're proud of you and point out the ways in which you've grown. And you're like, no. Because the thought in my head that I'm trying not to have is negating and minimizing and just going, oh, just kind of like, okay, we'll let them talk, but I know that's not true. Like when that first happened, that is exactly what I was thinking. I was just like, yeah, they just don't really know. They're just saying that. Um, so yeah, um, that is
Bish, you're doing a good job. Yes,
yeah,
you're doing a good job. Um,
right.
People tell you you seem lighter,
Mhm.
happier, and then all of a sudden you're like,
Am I?
you then get very self conscious because then you're like,
For me, it's like the game. As long as we don't talk about it.
you don't lose the game until you're thinking
Yeah,
about the game.
I'm fine. Like I'm fine healing along the way. Just don't point it out to me because as soon as you do that, I'm like, I start second guessing it and like overthinking. Am I actually healing? Like, what was I doing? And did I?
But then you
Did,
feel like it's, oh,
mm,
imposter syndrome.
yes, that's it exactly. Like, oh, I'm not. They're just. It just looks that way.
Bitch, we just lost a damn game. That's right. I
That's it.
snuck
We
that
did.
in. Do you like
Yep.
that? We
Yep.
snuck that
Yep.
in. There you go.
You're welcome.
Thank you, every millennial that just went fucking shit. And no, we're not going to explain it to all you young people. You can figure it out yourselves.
You do it.
So yeah, you can make yourself lose the game. Um, I lost my train of thought. It was okay, but yeah, I feel like imposter syndrome
Mm, it does.
because you're so for me, I was so used to being the black sheep, feeling unworthy of being loved. I was the reason things went wrong. I was all these things. So when I start feeling positive about myself, when I start having that confidence in myself, when I start
Mhm.
accepting the good things about myself, then all of a sudden I go, that's not me. That's not me. That's somebody else because that's not me.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Like no, that's not who that it when it goes when you're healing goes headbutt right into your what you thought was what was your identity,
Yeah.
what you did associate with, and they run headlong into each other. And you're like, whoa, that's not how I've seen myself for all these
Right.
years. Is that really who I am? Yeah, and there's that struggle between.
Because then you're faced with becoming the person you wanted to be. And then you could, because you thought for the longest time that that person was unachievable.
Yes, I'll never be that person.
I'll never be able to be that person. I'll never be able to be loved by anybody like I'll never have that relationship. I'll never
Mm-hmm.
have those friendships. I'll never
Friendships.
have
Yep.
the career that I want. I'll never be in a place in my life that I'll want to be. Like, are we saying that you won't have bad times even with those
Mm-hmm.
things? No, we're not saying that. We're saying that when you're in such a place and your identity was the trauma, the pain, all of
Mm-hmm.
those things, and then you're doing the work and you're healing and you're retraining your nervous system and you're doing those things, you're all of a sudden realizing you're becoming the person that you thought you never would get.
Mm-hmm.
And that person is getting all of the things and having all of the relationships that you thought weren't possible, that your traumatized self told you wasn't meant for you, or was just a lie, was just a
Mm-hmm.
facade, was just those things. And all of a sudden you're getting those things and you're like, I've got to sabotage this.
Yes,
I've got to sabotage
yes.
this. And your body's going, no, 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 no,
It
no,
was
no, no.
fine until I realized that that's what was happening,
Right.
and then the sabotage said, like the attempt. If I just let it go and just keep on going, it's fine. But the
Yeah.
moment I realized it, then I started overthinking it, and then I started second guessing, and then yes, the sabotage starts. Oh, this isn't something's. This isn't real.
No.
Something is off. Something is about to happen.
Yeah.
The shoe's gonna drop. Yeah.
And you know what? It's going to hurt worse now because I don't have my protective shield.
Yes.
That's the thing. You self-sabotage because you're terrified that if you go through the same pain that you experienced before, it's going to hurt even more because not only one, you're aware of it, two, you don't have your protective armor. So you're like I'm fucked. So I got to go on the offensive before I can have to be on the defensive.
Yeah.
Which is
and
not
if we're
healthy.
not careful, we start creating the thing that's going to cause that the self-sabotage. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are we, Sean?
Yes,
Are we?
that's what happens.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just
yes.
making sure that we're clear on that.
Yeah.
But the big thing that on here that is like you find yourself missing that wound. Yep. The chaos felt familiar. The calm feels fake, which is like we were talking about that imposter syndrome. I am actually healing and doing the healthy thing, or am I just telling myself that I'm becoming the person I want to be?
Am I pretending?
Yeah. Because especially when it comes to romantic relationships and just things with myself, for sure, everything is calmed down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am no longer feeling and reacting to things, feeling things at a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. Now I'm feeling things at a very normal 5. I'm feeling things at a normal 4. Like that's a normal range. Yes, you're gonna spikes every now, but things aren't as intense. I for the longest time thought I was just going numb.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were times where I was like, okay, this is gonna, oh God. Okay. So because I'm no longer anxious attached, because I am always going to be anxiously attached because of my shit, but because I am coming from a place of a more secure attachment mindset, because I am literally, the work is causing me to move over into a secure attachment. I am no longer desperate for love. I am not desperate for that affection. I am not desperate for people to love me and need me and want me and desire me and all this stuff. And then I realize it's just like, I'm okay with being by myself. I'm okay with being alone. I'm okay with that. And I almost miss it in a way that I miss the romance. I miss the pursuit. I miss that thing. But I realize just because I miss it doesn't mean that it was healthy.
Yeah, that's correct.
And I can
Yeah.
have all of those things in a healthy way. I'm just approaching them from a different angle, but they're
Mhm.
not as intense. Like, well, it's not as needy. It's not coming from a place of desperation. So it's a slow burn. It is a slow growth. It is an organic way to find out what's healthy, to grow, to making sure that this is the right thing. Is this the right thing? Because when it's my therapist likes to call it fireworks versus fireplace.
Ooh. Mhm.
When it's fireworks and it's flashy and it's bright and it's intense, but it burns away and
Mhm.
it feels really good and it's really pretty for a little bit. And it's not.
Mhm.
But a fireplace is, you light it and it takes a minute for the fire to get going, and but it burns hotter, longer, and
Mhm.
better.
Mhm. Yeah.
But sometimes those fireworks are just great though.
That's yes. The fireworks are great. They're the intensity. It feels you miss that feeling of that intensity. I mean, I wouldn't say I miss the intensity of all the uncomfortable emotions, but the intensity of the positive ones. Yeah, I know, right? But I've lived so many of my relationships and friendships and stuff in my past has had that firework, that constant like chaos for me. And so I have to catch myself going that look like I'm looking for those things. I'm looking for the chaos and the fireworks and the intensity. And when they don't happen, I have to stop myself and go, that wasn't the healthy thing. That intensity and that chaos wasn't healthy. It's just what I'm used to.
Hmm.
So it's okay for it to be calm. It's okay for it to be not that, for it not to be the intensity, and for it to be slower and as like I said with the fireplace, building up. But it ends up it's better. It's kind of the longer term versus that short term firework.
All
So
right, Sean. I
no,
highlighted
yeah,
what you have to go
yeah,
over
yeah.
next.
Oh, you did. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, the identity piece. Yeah. So there's an identity aspect of the ascension anxiety. This has been a big part of my life and my healing working through this. Um I have associated myself with the things that have happened in my life not as an explanation but as a excuse or as a reason. I I am this way because this happened. I do this because I experienced this. Again, explanation is understandable. These things happened in my life. I can't change that. But the identity becomes when it's not an explanation, it's an excuse. And I took on that identity. Um, and so I I've been trying really hard to separate that out so that I can explain it, but it's not who I am. Just because I experienced something, just because I like with my ex, that was a huge part of my life when I got divorced. My identity became what happened in the divorce. Um, so working working through that to where just because this happened doesn't mean I am this. My trauma is not my identity. Um, the healing story, the wound, testimony. Oh God, it all became personality. Okay, I got something to say about testimony for a minute. The use of the word testimony.
Okay.
I was thinking about this
Okay.
when I read it.
Mm-hmm.
So, growing up religious, testimony was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
What's your testimony? What's your testimony? And you were told that you had to tell your testimony, give your
Share.
testimony,
You had to
share your
share your
testimony. Yeah.
testimony.
So, church camps, youth groups, everywhere you went when you met new people, you were told you weren't. They asked it, but there was a lot of pressure to share. to share your testimony. Interesting thing about testimony. This is my experience. I don't know if everybody else experiences this, but this is what I experienced. So the group is sharing their testimony. Every person in the youth group is sharing their testimony, and you've got that one kid or person or had a bad home and they went through all this stuff, and now they've come out of it, and God, blah blah blah. And then you've got someone else. Oh yeah, I grew up in a religious home and life was good and I'm okay and everything's. If I didn't have intensity in my testimony, it felt. I was like, what's the point? I didn't like my testimony because my testimony wasn't filled. Didn't play out like a movie or like a Hollywood script. My testimony. So I didn't know this at the time. I started to look for the intensity. I started to look for the things that made my life a little bit crazier so that my testimony was going to be better. Yeah. And that became an identity where I went through this and I went through that and I went through this. And oh my God, you'll never believe I went through this. So yeah, I started looking for that and gravitating towards intensity when I was younger. So yeah. There we go. There's my little rant about testimonies.
Well, I think that's the thing. It's like, and it comes down to it.
Yes, Copy, no.
It feels like trading war swords with generals when you're yes.
That
exactly
is, yeah.
it. But here's where I came into issues, because what caused me to gravitate toward religion and faith, and what caused me to cling on to those things was my home life. But I wasn't allowed to talk about how bad my home life was. So it's almost like I created, or I made the issues that weren't the issues the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at the real problem. Let's look at all the ancillary things. Yeah. But
we also learned that suffering had meaning. That was something that we dealt with, and that was like we talked about martyrdom. That was a big part of our upbringing, was that if you didn't suffer, so it almost felt like when we did suffer, it had a higher power, a higher calling. I almost wanted to suffer because that made it a better. I had a better story, or I had a better meaning. I had a better identity.
Right.
Yeah, that was that did not set up well.
Yeah. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's the phrase.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Okay, sure. Give it to me.
Religious trigger warning.
Okay, I'm ready. Mm-hmm.
God never gives you more than you can handle.
That's the one I was thinking. I was like, no, you know what? I'm not going to say that one. And you threw it out there. That's fine.
God doesn't give you more than you can handle. Well, fuck you, buddy. Because I'm struggling here.
Yeah. Oh, talk about minimizing your struggle, minimizing what you're going through and how you're feeling. Well, it's okay, fine. I'll get over it. That was how people kept you at a distance. Oh, God will never give you more than you can handle. You can handle it.
Okay. Speaking of healing thoughts, okay. I just made the connection. I literally just made this connection for real. You're watching this in real time, folks. Now I realized why I fucking hate when people tell me it's going to be okay. You're a strong person. When I am in a bad place and I am struggling and they say, you're a resilient person, you're going to make it, you're going to be fine, because it is a just secular way of saying God can't give you more than you can handle. I hate it when I didn't understand why I've yelled at people, and I have said, I hate it. I hate it when people say I am like breaking down or I am vulnerable with them or I am telling them I'm in this bad place, I'm struggling, I'm hurting, whatever it is, and I am being vulnerable and opening myself up to whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Do I understand that they are coming from a good place? Yes. Are they trying to say the thing that they think that I need? Also, yes. I am
Mm-hmm.
not, but two things can be true at the same time. And this is one of them. This is one of those things. I don't want to hear
Mm-hmm.
how fucking strong I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am healed enough. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear that I'm resilient because I've survived Earth. Again, I am healed enough. I know
Mm-hmm.
that. I don't want to hear that this is temporary and that this is all the, again, I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
I realize that I am resilient and I am strong. I have survived worse. I realize this is temporary. I realize that I am capable and I have the tools to survive whatever it is that I am expressing that I'm going through right now. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the same thing as saying God can't give you more than you can handle. Because for the longest time, while I was still in the church, when somebody would say God won't give you more than you can handle, I would literally come back with, well, then I wish he didn't trust me this much.
Yep. Yep.
I wish he didn't trust me this much.
Mm-hmm.
I've been super, it's the way of trying to fix the problems.
Yeah.
Just, that's another thing.
And
Don't give me advice.
Beard, for me, you're not the only one. I am very guilty of this one. Specifically with Anna.
No. All of my friends, because we are all fixers. Most of my friends in our team AOA, my circle with my friends, we are fixers. We want to protect and fix.
Yes.
So I get it. Again, I understand where that is coming from, but I have also gotten to the point to where I'm no longer just going, oh, I hate that, but I'm just going to let it go. No, I'll be like, I don't want to fucking hear that right now, because they have to know I don't want to hear that right now.
You've said that to me before. You've said that to me several times, especially when I was in the period where that was a very common thing. But you're like, that's not what I need right now.
Right.
Like, you're like, oh, okay. And you're right. A friend who cares, that really does care about what you're feeling. Like, I didn't mean it negatively. I didn't mean it. I did need to hear that, because I need to know that, okay, that's not what helps you. And so that's something that I need to be setting aside instead of trying to do that. Because if you never say it, I'm going to keep trying.
Right. When I need advice, when I am in a place that I am aware that I am losing perspective, that's the time to remind me. I am aware enough, I am in a state of healing enough that I am aware of what I need in that moment. I don't need to be told I am strong and that I will survive. That I am resilient. Again, fuck you. I know. I know that. Thank you, but no thanks. What I really need right now is for you to validate how I'm feeling. What I really need right now when I am falling apart is going, I care about you. This is a space. I have space for you. What do you need? I just need you to be there for me. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. As a group of fixers, it is difficult to step back and to do. The funny thing is, we want to fix it, but we all think we know what to do to fix it. That we don't initially go to the thing that actually fixes it. The thing that fixes it is the thing that is what you just said. By fixing it, we can fix it by creating space, but that's not where the brain goes. No. The brain goes, let me do something, let me hammer something.
Because I think that's one thing that I've had to learn is sometimes you just need somebody to sit in the shit with you.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
understand you're sitting in the shit. And you know what? You may not know what you need right now, but I'm here.
Hmm.
I'm going to sit in this shit with you.
Yeah.
Do you need me to shit talk somebody? No?
Hmm.
Okay. Like, do you need to
Hmm.
just not talk?
Hmm.
Okay. But
Hmm.
I understand you're hurting. And you know what? You're allowed to hurt. You're allowed to. I think that's the
Yes.
biggest thing. Just tell me I'm allowed to feel the thing that I'm feeling. Tell me that you are holding space for me feeling that feeling.
Hmm.
Don't tell me, you got this, buddy. Yeah, thanks. I'm aware.
You're
I'm
saying
aware.
this, and I'm remembering all the conversations from.
I'm
Oh,
calling Sean out, calling pretty much everybody out in this thing.
yeah.
I am aware.
Yeah.
I know. I am not. I think honestly, and this is why I try not to is because I am not the person I was before I started healing.
Hmm.
I needed reminders that I was capable because at the time the thing that I was upset about was the fact that I didn't know if I could do it.
Hmm.
If I'm saying I can't do this, I can't do this. I really can't. I am suffering. I can't do this. Then that would be the time to go, you've got this.
Hmm.
I have faith in you. I believe in you. You're strong enough. You've got this. If I'm saying those things, okay, that's the perfect time to say those things. But not when I am feeling really upset about something else completely off the side. That's not the same.
Hmm.
I am not coming to you because I am feeling doubt that I whether I can do XYZ. What I'm coming to you for is the reason I'm coming to you for. Stop trying to fix that shit.
Yep. Absolutely.
Oh, but this last one.
Oh, the last, yeah, getting better.
And I'm saying this because I've actually had this conversation in my therapy before,
Hmm.
multiple times. Is healing can feel like losing yourself.
Hmm.
I I have sat down and I've looked at I go, I don't know who I am. I don't know how to feel. Like I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to do. Like I know what to do, like the therapy things to do, but I don't have the same reactions to the same things anymore. And I'm not
Hmm.
meaning like I stopped loving spaghetti or whatnot. It's like things don't trigger me anymore, or some things I acknowledge the feelings and I just move past it. I'm not afraid of setting boundaries. I'm not afraid of speaking up for myself. I'm not. I feel different. I see myself differently.
Hmm.
I love myself. I respect myself. I no longer lower my standards or expectations for others because I'm afraid of losing them. And
Who is this person?
I don't, yeah. And
Hmm.
I don't like, how do I approach friendships now?
Yeah.
How do I approach my life now? How do I approach my feelings now? I,
I I feel like I don't have a map. I feel like I'm going in uncharted waters. I'm going in territory where I don't know what is there. Like in the past, in prior to healing or in early, it was like I knew what to expect. I knew what was happening. I knew the emotions. I knew the feelings, and I just did it.
mhm.
Now I'm like I don't know. Like you said with like friendships, like what do I do? It feels if I do something, like if I do make the healthy choice, if I try to be vulnerable, like it doesn't feel like who I am. Like the decisions I'm making and the letting things go is like, wait, am I letting it go because I'm healing, or am I do I not care? Like I'm trying to understand what's going on and the decisions I'm making and and the feelings and how I'm responding to it. It doesn't feels different. and I'm trying to figure out how to feel about that.
Right. And sometimes there's like something happens in your day. And just like we talked
Mhm.
about earlier, how like you get healing and you get to healing and something happens, like my therapist said, something happens and I say, you know what? No, I'm going to do this because this is the healthy thing.
Mhm.
Like expressing where I was at. And I was like, I'm setting this boundary. I am not in a place to have this heavy conversation right now.
Mhm.
I do want to talk about it, but I am not in that place right now.
Mhm.
And my therapist was like, well, before you would have just said, I'm not in this place, but I'll suck it up and do it anyway because they really want to. Like, I'm like, who is that?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
literally expressed where I was at. And
Mhm.
it's just, yeah.
Do you find yourself doing the thing and just like it's just the thing that you do, and then and it, I've explained something that I did with the therapist, kind of like you, and I said, yeah, this happened, and I did this, and I made this choice, and this was happening, and like for me, I just kind of said it matter of factly. I'm just like telling him about something that happened, and then he stops and goes, "Wow, okay, that's a big deal," and I'm like, it is. I mean, I just kind of did it. Like, is that right? Is that what I was supposed to do? It just felt like a moment, and he's like, "No, that's healing. That's what it is." And I'm like, okay, all right. Well, I
Right.
guess that's so.
My
It feels
biggest
different.
thing is I don't know how to have healthy feelings towards people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Friendships, romantic relationships. I don't know how to have healthy friendships. The moment I feel something good towards somebody, I'm like, nope.
What is that?
And it's like, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am in that environment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. That last segment. Okay. I'll start this one off because I'm kind. You're welcome.
You're so nice. Mm-hmm.
um, okay. So we've been talking about how you have this anxiety of things are going right. Things are thing and you're just feeling you're feeling the anxiety, you're feeling the what the fuck is this? You're feeling things are going right. Things are good.
Mm-hmm.
We've decided to let our walls down. We've decided to do all these things and you're terrified. You're terrified that you're losing a sense of self. You're terrified of letting go. You're terrified you're doing it wrong. You're terrified of
Mm-hmm.
all these things. You're feeling all of that. Um, but it's just because you things are starting to go right, things are going right, and then all of a sudden you're hit with the fear. And this happens more for me in personal relationships because I am so used to not having personal relationships. But when you're, but actually, I felt this way professionally too. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're moving forward health in a healthy manner, for me, when I was moving forward in a healthy manner, and then something good happens, and I'm instantly hit with that. What the fuck am I? What the fuck am I doing? That fear of I know this is healthy. I know this is the right thing. I know this is a good person. I know this is the right choice, et cetera, so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And you're hit with that fear. That fear is not your body going, no, you shouldn't do this. That fear is recognition that something real is happening and you're aware of it. It's not that you're backsliding. It is not that it's not that you're doubting yourself, even though there's some doubt. For me, there's always some doubt in it. It's just understanding in that moment that you are vulnerable, that you set boundaries, and that you are unarmed, and that you are becoming the person without armor. And that's a good sign. That means that if you don't feel that fear, that means that you're not self aware. If you're not feeling that brief moment of fear, just as long as the fear doesn't define who you are.
Hmm. When life is a battlefield, not having your armor is
Love
scary.
is a
I knew
battlefield.
I should have known better. Should have framed that
Sorry,
differently.
now I read it. You're welcome. Now you have that. All of my
I mean, it's not like
neurodivergent,
I haven't done that before.
all my neurodivergent friends. Now you have that
There you go.
earworm stuck in your head. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, but when it's a battlefield and you don't have your armor, it's like, oh my god, I am naked. I'm gonna die. This is sorry, naked. Is that how you pronounce it?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so the thing is, like, life and friendships aren't supposed to be a battlefield. Healthy ones aren't a battlefield. But I'm so used to. I know, right? That's crazy talk.
Get out.
Crazy.
Get out.
So like, I'm used to being in a battlefield. So not having my armor is I'm gonna get hurt. And so now I don't have my armor, and so I'm like, am I gonna? But it's not a battlefield anymore. I'm freaking out because the armor is not there. But it's because my friendships, my relationships aren't a battlefield. I don't have to have the armor on. I'm not supposed to have the armor on, sitting there with the armor on. And I'm like, that's different. It feels different. It's a total different paradigm that I'm sitting in. I'm like, oh, okay. This is okay. I'm running myself. This is okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the reframes.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the
Yeah.
reframes, which is what we're going over now. But like, here's the things, the practical anchors to reframe the fear. When the fear takes over, when you're healing and the fear takes over, name it. Oh, I hate it when my therapists tell me to name shit. I really fucking do. I fucking am. Okay, name it. Name what you're feeling. Name where it's. Tell me where it is in your body.
That's the one. It's where's it in your body, dude? There really?
Yeah,
Where's
I have a chart now. I have a chart where the feeling and where you feel it in your body. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna name where I'm feeling, and now I have to name it. It's a whole thing.
It's yay therapy.
But it's like, I am scared because I'm getting better is a real sentence you're allowed to say out loud. I am scared because I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
This is scary. I feel discomfort, but I'm feeling discomfort because this is a good thing. That's really hard because in our brain, it sounds silly. I know for me, it sounds silly. I'm scared because this is a good thing. But that's a reality for those of us doing
healing.
trauma work and doing wound work. Sometimes we have to replace the voices in our heads because the voices in our heads are saying, I'm scared. So that means something bad is happening. What the reality is that we have to say the sentence, I'm scared because something good is happening. And it's reminding yourself that you're feeling the discomfort because this is unfamiliar, not you're feeling the discomfort because you're unsafe. And that's a huge thing to remind yourself. I fail at that a lot, but it's reminding yourself, okay, am I safe? Like, that's the first question. Am I safe? No. Am I feeling uncomfortable? Yes. Am I feeling uncomfortable because this is healthy and I'm not used to it? Yes. Usually. Sometimes you're feeling uncomfortable because it's bad. I mean,
it can be.
But
unfamiliar, uncomfortable does not equal unsafe. That doesn't necessarily equal unsafe. But so much of my life has been spent equating those two. It's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable emotion. It's bad. I feel this is unfamiliar. Something's bad. Something's wrong. I need to protect myself. And my nervous system is all too eager to go clamp down and avoid whatever it is that's happening.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, right. So naming it, as awkward, weird as it feels, as annoying as it can be. Yes, I am feeling this because then it takes it out of the realm of just sitting in my brain, because my brain will go a mile a minute, and actually putting it out there and going, this is what's going on.
This is also the same type of thing.
Mm.
Emotional trigger warning.
Okay, all right.
I am feeling scared because I am feeling safe with this person. I'm going to
take
say
a drink of my.
we clip that shit and play it over to yourself again. I am feeling scared because I am feeling safe and vulnerable with this person. And saying that again, if you say it out loud, your first part of your brain goes, well, duh. Well, you go, why? It sounds dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trust the good feelings. They lie to you. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds, when you say it out loud, if you hear somebody else say that to you, you're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is you have to remind yourself, I'm not feeling uncomfortable. I'm not feeling afraid because this person is going to hurt me. The fear is coming from the fact that I trust this person and I don't believe that they would. That the absence of the fear of them hurting me.
We're gonna sit in that for a minute. Calvino's not happy with you.
Oh, he's replying to Beautiful Me. Don't trust the good
Okay.
feelings. They lie to you. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
because you instantly, when you're with somebody,
Mhm.
making friends, and this goes for all relationships. I'm not just
Mhm.
saying romantic ones are big now, because especially those like Sean and I
Yeah.
who've had a lot of romantic issues, but in friendships as well. But your head is screaming. Your head is screaming, I'm feeling afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, why am I feeling instantly afraid? Because I was just sitting for an hour talking to this person, feeling safe and calm and all of this stuff. And this is what you name it. You have to name it. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling afraid because I actually trust this person and I feel safe. Because your nervous system does not recognize. It just recognizes the fear. It recognizes the anxiety. It recognizes that. I am speaking from experience.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is that you're not feeling the fear that this person is going to hurt you. And that's where you want to self-sabotage.
Yeah.
So go to the next one. This one. I'm highlighting it for you.
Oh,
I had a great segue for you.
You do. That is.
You know what? And I'm going to go pee while you do that.
So speaking of self-sabotaging, because you're not the only one. When the desire, when the nervous system immediately cranks up and wants to go, we gotta do something so that bad thing doesn't happen, or because we're afraid. Slow down. The nervous system immediately wants to try to protect you when you feel afraid. Slow it down. Take a moment, and that's I have to be reminded of that a lot. I've had to be reminded, because mine cranks up and I will get wound up about things, and so I got to be told, slow down, take a breath. Thanks, Jay. Take a breath. Take time. Doesn't have to. I don't have to respond. Just because I'm afraid doesn't mean I have to immediately go into a response to that. It's not what I'm used to. It makes it difficult. There's an urge to recreate chaos, and is the nervous system reaching for the familiar. Like I said, just because it's unfamiliar doesn't mean it's unsafe. So
Sean is the king of creating chaos, because
I am. I can wind up faster than
wound up. I never believe it. Yeah.
I know,
we
right?
talked
Wound
about
up.
this.
Yeah.
He connects dots. He creates dots that aren't even there.
I will fill in the blank. I will totally fill in the blanks.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh. No, no, no. Okay, we're skipping 3. We're going straight to 4.
Okay. Oh, that's a tough one.
Fucking shit. All right.
Yeah.
Let people see
Oh,
you in the good season, not just the bad one. This is vulnerable in a different way. Practice it.
I think that one is just as hard, if not harder, sometimes. Letting people see the good. Mm.
They're
Like
calling you
Beth
out.
guys. I mean, you're not wrong, but still,
I mean,
because of the
they,
Chaos Goblin and Charlie Brown. Yeah, you right. You right. Um.
this, okay. For me, this is difficult.
Mhm.
This is vulnerable in a different way because, and here, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. All right, you're here for this podcast. Let's just go all in. Um, it's hard for me to let people see the healed part of me. It's hard for me to share, one, the good things that are happening in my life,
Mhm.
2, the growth that I have had, 3, the things that I like about myself, the good things about myself. It is a vulnerability in a different way
Mhm.
because if I say those things, if I share those things, if I do, it is again an opportunity. I am opening somebody up. I am opening myself up for somebody to criticize me.
Mhm.
I am opening myself up for somebody to go, okay, yeah, you may have grown here, but look at all these things. And then point out every single time that you're
Mhm.
not 100% living healthy or you make a bad choice or having a bad day. Or when I am feeling good about myself and where I'm going and the trajectory that I am, and then gives them the opportunity to point out all of the things that I am not doing well or that I may be
Mhm.
lacking or that I'm still working on. I would rather sit in the self-deprecating, let people
Mhm.
think I'm a piece of shit or let people think I like just don't let them in, don't let them know.
Don't
Good,
give them ammunition. Don't
no,
give them.
any good
Yeah.
or bad.
Yeah. It's that flat line again. It's just. It's not a big for me. And then I'll go. Oh, it's not a big deal anyway. I mean, why was it? It's fine.
It's Schrodinger's cat. It really is.
Yeah. If
If
I
you
don't say
don't
it.
open up, if you
Mhm.
don't open the box, you never know whether it's dead or alive.
Mhm.
If you don't open yourself up, if you don't let people see the good and share the good with you, and you don't let people see the bad or love you through the bad, it could go either way. So
It's yeah.
you're never losing anything.
You have the there's you can hold on to the idea of the good if
Hmm.
you just never say anything because you don't give them the chance to say anything negative. But then they never actually do say anything positive, and you never get to share that with them.
Right.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I will not. I will keep things something I'm really proud of. Hey, I did this thing, and I'm really proud of this thing that I did. Gives the other person the opportunity, and I say this not because the people in my life I really expect are gonna do that, but because I've experienced it from many other people who have. Where I'm like, here's a cool thing that I like, and then yeah, they're like, okay, whatever, it's fine. Or they shoot it down, or they poke holes in it. Well, did you do this? Why didn't you do that? You should have done it this way. Okay, never mind. That's fine.
You don't want to share the moments that like, okay, let's talk about healing. You don't want
Mm-hmm.
to share the moments when you set a boundary that was really hard and you feel really proud of yourself for setting that boundary
Mm-hmm.
because then you say you set the boundary and then they'll like ask you questions like did you do this? Did you do that? And then you start going, did I do it right? Is that right? Did I do
Yes, you
it
start
like did I
questioning
do
it.
it the right way? And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
if I don't say
I
anything.
just yeah. Mm-hmm. I just yes. So then we don't share parts of our lives. We don't share things we're interested in. We don't share things that we've done, the things that we've accomplished. We don't get because that I think that builds the friendships as well. Sharing in the positive things that we've done.
What? Okay. Okay. Okay, pointing at trauma. You ready? You ready? You ready?
Yes.
We don't want to open ourselves up. And even though we crave some people,
Yes.
we
Uh-huh.
crave people who will love us in our darkest, worst moments. And we also crave the people who will celebrate our wins
Our
and and,
accomplishments.
and our
Yep. Hmm.
accomplishments and our growth and we want those people and
Yes.
they will be the same people because it is the same. It comes from the same place.
Hmm.
They love you regardless of where you're at. Low, low, high, high. They will love
Hmm.
you. So you don't want to open up to
Mm-mm.
don't let them in
Mm-mm. Nope.
because they're good people. And if they see all that, they don't want it.
Hmm.
Or that's what I'm telling myself.
Yeah. I don't want and I don't want to deal with the rejection. Even the good, because remember, you could be rejected for the good stuff just as well as being rejected for the bad stuff. So I don't want the rejection anyway. I would rather just sit in it and sit on it and keep my mouth shut than to risk the possible rejection. And that keeps me from attaining the thing that I'm craving. At the same time, it's such a paradox. I'm like, oh, yay, the trial paradox.
Yeah. So
Uh
you know
huh.
what? I take my blanket and my pillow and I'm going to go back in my little tube and close the door. See you next
Yes,
Easter. Like, it's
exactly.
fine.
That's right. It's exactly how it feels. Hmm. Take my thing I'm proud of, and I'm go home.
Yeah. But I mean, vulnerability is vulnerability. And I don't think
Mhm.
that a lot of, especially those of us who are in a mid point or a further along point in our healing than others, like we don't realize that we don't share our good things
Mm-mm.
because we got used to sharing the bad. So we've healed that bad part. We were able to
Mhm.
be the vulnerable and the bad. But then you realize that, like, good things happen to you, and your friends are like, I had no idea.
Mhm. Yeah. Or for the religious trauma crowd, you can't be proud. I can't be proud of anything. I grew up. I couldn't be proud of accomplishments.
You get the fuck out right now.
I know. I'm sorry.
Again,
Trigger
get out.
warning.
Get out. Yeah, like, come on.
My bad. But yeah, that's the thing that runs through my head. I can't be proud because if I'm proud of something, pride cometh before a fall. So I'm gonna something bad is gonna happen, or I'm gonna like I have no reason to be proud of something because if I do, then that oh my god, I am just I'm egotistical and I'm boasting and that's no one wants someone who's gonna boast and like that's all this stuff that you can't be I just can't be proud of. So I'm just gonna squash it.
Okay, well, this we're gonna wrap it up here. But
Yeah.
Easter is about resurrection, but resurrection isn't about coming back to life. It's about coming back changed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's the thing. That's the thing right there. You let your guard down and you start healing and you put the armor down
Mm-hmm.
and the fear of that and the fear of living in that and the fear of I'm healing. And now here I am. And it's like, it's okay to be scared because you are changed. It's not the
Yeah.
same. You are different.
Different coming out than when we went in.
Yeah. Period. That's
Yeah.
it. That's pretty much it. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And learning to love and accept that and letting others learn and to love and accept that.
Ooh, yeah. And those are two, to me, in my opinion, those are two very different steps. That is not the same step. Loving and accepting myself and letting other people do the same as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Both important. Both
Yeah.
they're not easy.
Yeah. But I'm tired of I think though, because Sean, I don't know about you, and again, we're wrapping this up. I don't know about you, but because we're in two very different places in
Mm-hmm.
our healing journey, and for me, it's not as common for me to wear the armor anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as common for me to armor, stay in the tomb, be behind the wall. It is not as common for me to protect, to feel the need to protect myself as much. And that's unsettling. It's hard. And it's exhausting when I have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as common for me to go, I'm protecting myself. I'm doing this. I'm feeling this to protect myself. I'm doing these things to protect myself. I don't. It's like, okay, that's been sitting in the closet for 6 months. And I put it on to protect myself. But then it feels heavy. It feels
Mm-hmm.
different. It doesn't feel protective
Mm-hmm.
anymore. It
It's
actually
cumbersome.
feels worse. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
cumbersome. So I think it's in that whole, I'm now, okay, well, not living in the tomb anymore. It's fine.
Accepting that it's different, that it's not gonna feel comfortable, and it's okay to put that when you put that on and go, that's not who I am, and to realize that, yeah, who you are now, who you've transformed, is okay. It's not, you've put away the old self, the old identity, and put on the new. This is who I am now. This is who I'm growing, and it's not a final thing. It's not like what flipping a switch and I was this and I am this now.
Mm-hmm.
It's growing through that process, um, and accepting that. Yeah, that's the hard part for me, is that the acceptance of it, and that this is okay, and not reaching back, because that's where I sometimes will reach back. But yeah, accepting the transformation, accepting that it's different, and that it's okay. It's okay to feel different. It's okay to be different, and to want to continue moving forward.
You good?
I'm good.
Are you
Yeah, I'm
sure?
just, yeah, yeah.
Are you sure?
It's been an episode.
It is an episode. Oh, but see, Zombie Jesus Day.
Zombie Jesus Day. Another Zombie Jesus Day down, up and down,
Yes,
in
we
and
know
out.
it's Lich. Yes, we're
Yeah,
aware.
it
Yeah.
doesn't roll along the same way. So
No.
don't add us, or you can. We'll just ignore it.
Yeah.
So there we are.
Yay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
stone rolled away, stepping into the light.
Okay.
All right. So you wrap up the week.
Yes.
All right. So whether he is whether he saw his, oh god, beautiful me, whether he saw his shadow. All right, so today is Sunday. Tonight we have some Let's Build with me. We're gonna finish our RV build yet, in honor of our RV there yet from the stream,
Oh
which
my
was
God.
hilarious. We're gonna have to play that again. And then so that's tonight at 6:30 Eastern on my channel, on the Durian Sombra channel.
Mm-hmm.
So come hang out. We're going to finish the RV. We're also going to build. I think we're going to build the gift with purchase from the Enterprise, the little spaceship. Um, and then we're gonna build a couple of small things. We're gonna do a couple small things today. So come hang out 6:30 Eastern on my channel, Dorian Summer.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday we have Three Bards and a Dragon, our RPG podcast where we roll a d20 and let it ruin our lives. Last week
Yay.
was hilarious, so much fun. What?
Listen.
What? It was.
It was.
You did a good job. You did a great job. All right, so that's at 8:30 Eastern on the Team_AOA channel, and that is all of our scheduled stuff for the week, Sunday and Tuesday. Make sure make sure you follow our good friend Nev on his channel Zarknor, because he games on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So he's a fantastic streamer, plays a lot of different games, and he is very fun to watch. The last thing we have is it is getting down to it is only 2 months away from Con Carolinas. So if you're gonna be in the Charlotte area and you want to come hang out with me and Anna and Jay and Beerful Me at Con Carolinas, you should come do that. It's gonna be we have a lot of things planned. We have some conquests that are gonna happen that are just amazing. We have some panels that are also fantastic. I think you'll enjoy those. So lots of shenanigans planned all weekend long. So that is the last weekend in May. And if you do happen to want to come to Con Carolinas and hang out with us, you can save 25% off your weekend badge with the code Team AOA right there in the chat. Get your tickets at concarolinas.org.
Yay! All right.
That's the week.
That is the week. All right. You guys come back and watch Peppa build some RV magic. So.
Finish the RV and then do some other stuff.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hello.
You don't even do that well from the front seat.
Okay.
The bear's coming with the carpet spoon.
That's a straight up PBR for the table.
Yeah.
I